Hello everybody, Jet here, and welcome back to my Border Princess playthrough, guys, which is recorded in advance, so I won't be able to, if you ask questions I will still reply, but just be aware that I may be a little confused simply due to the fact this was recorded earlier. Right, let's do a little bit of a leveling up here. I'm about to have a big battle up here, which may or may not go my way. We shall have to see. Kind of wishing I hadn't double timed them right there, because I have to fight this now.
Onwards!
Let's level you up. Get some extra money buildings. We're getting another fleet up from over here is coming around this way now to face off against the Skaven, who I'm probably going to end up war shortly. And let's end turn. Now this is probably my last playthrough for the time being, guys. I do still want to continue playing this, but it's a matter of when I get time, and because I'm going to be doing various Vampire Coast stuff, bits and pieces when that comes out. So I'm going to try and get as much done as I can today. As such, it may be a slightly longer episode than normal, guys. But also, a very simple thing of, unfortunately, this mod is probably going to break with a Vampire Coast DLC. I did want to try and get a bit extra recording done and get a bit further ahead before this happened, but if you watched my last one, you'll know both myself and my 7-month-old son have been quite ill. So that's just eaten into our free time, into my free time, and he's more important than making videos at the end of the day. So I wanted to get further ahead than I have, so I wanted to get at least sort of 4 more episodes done, at which point we'd probably be in a good position. Then again, we're in a very good position here. We've got the Southern Kingdom, we've reforged the Southern Kingdoms into a single kingdom, and we've expanded and dealt with our biggest threat. We've got a little colony here. We've expanded and dealt with our biggest threat, which was the Orcs down here, who are pretty much gone now. We're just dealing with this, and we're settling all the areas which are destroyed down here. I mean, the next move for me would be to brew everything together and work my way through Araby up to the coast. Potentially I actually decided to even leave the coastline there as a buffer for when chaos do come, because they will come and they would hit those territories first, because you get a fleet there as well as some guys who come up through the desert, as well as some Norskans who appear here, which could be problematic when it happens, but I'm built up fairly nicely up here. So basically there's nothing really. These guys are quite big, but because of the way they've got their armies, but if I were to bring everything together into a single point of force, we'd have no problems. The lizard men are very powerful back here, and I'm going to ally with them. I have no desire for a war with the last. Oh, this is going to be nasty. Oh, I may not win this, guys. I mean, thank God for the choke points, but this is going to be brutal, guys. Heavy cav there, heavy chosen, which are vicious, guys. We have reinforcements coming in as well. I'm going to get my Kniggets out here. They're going to get their butts straight up onto the other side so they can start hassling things. I know they're not called Kniggets, guys. Before anybody goes, why are you calling them Kniggets? Oh, that's beautiful as well. We've got a hill. I'm going to put these guys a bit further forward so we can really use these hit. No, actually that's perfect. Because these guys need a hill. Yeah, I'm going to put them on that side where they can really utilise that hill. No, I'm going to keep one here as well. Because they also have Sunder. These guys are going to sit in the centre and be wielded to wherever they're needed. Oh, god damn it. Or I'm going to do that by accident. So one of these guys on each flank.
Our weapons are yours.
And then a little bit further back so they've got a better arc because they've got a lovely height there, so they'll be able to shoot over their heads into them. Do love the look of these units. Let's take a gamble on that because we are going to be getting a mage coming in. These guys are going to sit in the centre, ready to be moved. These guys may end up getting moved. Where do I want that organ gun? I want it, here. So it can shoot into the side. Now what I do want to be aware of is those dragons may come to chase me down. Gashnag is going to go here. You're going to go here. You're going to sit behind here with Gashnag. No, I'm actually not going to leave that so exposed. See, I want it there so it can shoot into the sides.
We serve France. To battle!
To be fair, the other thing I could have done is sat back and pulled them into me. Just get these guys moving down so they can reinforce where needed. Okay, you guys are all going to come here to deal with these dragons.
Take the ground. Swordsmen, Sigma calls. To battle! Ready to serve.
These knights are going to get obliterated.
We are Sigma's heirs.
That's what we want. Let's get all of this down there. Some multiple combats. I don't have a range to use it. I said we're doing good damage there. You're going to move back over here to support these guys.
Now! Spin there! At speed! Sigma calls!
You're going to head into that group.
Yes, General!
You're heading over there to help. Okay, we're battering those dragons.
Crossbowman!
That dragon's going to fall in a second.
For Sigma! Fire!
Let's get my organ gun shooting. See, they've got a lot of armor piercing here. This guy does have armor piercing, which is good. I'm not quite in range of those chosen yet. Let's shoot at them.
By Ulrich's wrath! Sigma command!
Here they come. Okay, the main push is going on this flank. So you guys are going to get down straight into here. you guys can form there. You guys can... Ooh, goddamn. Let's stop moving. You guys can keep shooting there. Sorry, I just told my entire army to move accidentally there. That's why I'm rejigging everything now. I want to try and get my ranged out here. You guys can group up and pull over here. And these guys can pull into a secondary line here.
Crossbows ready, General!
Where's my organ gun? Where's my organ gun? Start hitting those chosen, please.
We are Sigmar's heirs!
You guys can move down there. These guys can move into the cavalry group.
Ready for war! For Heldenhammer!
You guys can actually move over here. We're going to move it as they engage. We're going to move this flank around, or try to. Whoa! Pull back! Here they come! Okay, you guys are actually going to move on to that flank. You're all going to charge that. Mass cavalry charge into that unit of chosen. Debuffs out to reduce that unit. This is gonna be brutal.
Sigmar, preserve us! State troops ready! Swordsman! Fire! Fire! Sigmar, preserve us! Spin it!
Push forwards now.
For Heldenhammer!
Come on. It's chosen. They are very, very, very solid. Not want to debuff them.
Sigmar! Sigmar!
Come on, we can hold this line. He says, watching a giant dead dragon in there. Oh god, they're pushing through here. Oh, my frame rate, and they're behind there. Why are you turned around?
War! Sigmar guides us! We are ready! Yes, General! For Heldenhammer!
Come on, charge through there. You can keep shooting into this mass here. So while they're held there, we can shoot massively into them.
Bring lightning!
Right, let's get my mage doing some work. Let's cast a debuff. This is not going to do much to them, to be fair.
Celestial might! I foresee their death!
Come on, let's bash through here. Right, I'm getting my cav out and around the back. I don't want my cav stuck in there. My cav need to be being wielded into it. You can start shooting this mass. You can charge in there.
Shoot them! Spearmen! Ready for war! Find your targets! Awaiting orders! Spot us the target! Fire!
Come on, get your butts in there now. This is brutal, guys. It doesn't help that half my army is stuck here.
Emperor's might! To battle!
Oh god, and they've got that going off as well. Oh god, why have we stopped there? Okay, you're going to pull right up onto that line there. Way back there! I thought he was with this push.
HP! Attack! By Ulrich's wrath! Attack!
Come on! We're doing well on this flank. We just need to hold the line here. Where's my mage? Can we get? Do we have enough for another big debuff? Right in here.
The heavens unleashed!
Our men fighting here. Watch this. Oh, and he's dropped in. Massively outnumbered. The brave men of the Southern Kingdoms here fighting this chaos horde. Anyway, I need to pay attention to what's going on. We're still pushing around here. Need to get my cavalry out.
Numidia guide us!
Driven by hate. Very well.
Just shoot in there. I know we're going to hit some of our own, but... Come on. Oh god, they're getting through.
Ready for war! Swordsmen! All ranks, fire!
That's it.
Holy resilient.
Spearmen! To battle!
Charge the rear now. Now we're through. We need to make the most. We need to hit this flank here. Because we are beginning to crumble.
Sigma call!
It is done.
Come on, Gashnag.
Ready for war!
Drop that in there as they're being hit from behind. Oh god, they're stopping us now.
In command!
Come on. So many dead. On both sides, to be fair. And my archers are absolutely holding this. We're breaking them as well. Both lines are breaking there. Good god.
Swordsmen! Send us out!
Come on.
Quick march! Sigma! War! Moving fast!
Slam into their rear here.
Swordsmen! Might skull Maraz!
Alright, you can take that out now.
The skies royal! The Heldenhammer! Wise counsel! We are Sigmar's heirs!
Come on. Oh no, you're still fighting there.
We are in peril! Yes, sir!
Everybody focus fire that down. He's got a single unit there. Oh no, couple there. Come on, this is getting there. Where are you going? You can hammer over into their archers.
Ready to smite!
That's it. Move across now. We're going to have to leave him behind us. I'm not wasting troops to chase him down. Oh god, you definitely don't want to be chasing up there. That's it. We've done it.
Crossbows ready, General!
Let's get all of my ranged on him.
Ready for war!
My remaining cav. I was about to say my remaining cav will chase. But I do still have some cav left. Oh, whoa.
For France!
That was brutal. I mean, look at this, guys. I mean, men of both sides all over the floor here. And the hard push around there. To be fair, I did it wrong. I should have got my cavalry out. I got stuck badly. But you can see all along here, this was hard for more of them, to be fair. But a lot of my knights died, got stuck there and died.
Attack!
Let's get that bolt thrower. Yeah, I've done what I wanted. I wanted to make sure we did a lot of damage to them as they ran. Wow. That was brutal. But we've destroyed most of their forces. Those dragons. I mean, these guys didn't do much damage. My knights did well. Wow. Okay, I think my organ gun may have won me that battle. Good God. And we will see what the other side did as well. But the thing to remember is actually these are quite small units. So much as they got quite a lot of kills, these have 60 men. These have like 16. So actually, not getting many kills. You know, I'd expect 4 or 5 of these to die for each chosen, because chosen are, well, they're what they say. They are chaos chosen warriors. They are the ultimate individual warriors. They're almost lords in their own right. Wow, lost a couple of units there. Not too bad though in our overall losses. Oh wow, they did nicely. That organ gun paid for itself there. To be fair, the organ gun probably also killed quite a lot of my own guys.
What does the Emperor bid?
Slay them! Kill! Death!
I have many excellent tools.
I could potentially do with pulling back here.
Blood!
This will bolster the nation. We march! To strengthen the Empire. The nation calls.
Get ourselves these go. Some extra cav. I need time to replenish, but at the same time I don't want to let up this siege, and what we'll start doing is swapping units around. That was brutal, guys. And even with all the extra armor these guys have, that was brutal. Chain lightning will be very good against them. Potentially hit ourselves, but it'll be very damaging
Take
to
up
them.
the pace. Onwards.
You can keep going around here.
Onwards.
He didn't get anything because I accidentally didn't throw him in, which was a little annoying. That was brutal.
Yes, my lord.
I'm going to take a risk here. I'm going to double time these guys back up to support. Because I think I need that extra army there. Here may fall, but... the extra movement speed, not that it'll help me in the time I've got left there. So we're going to remove the chaos corruption from here. Or try. It might very much be a try. That battle was fun, but brutal. And actually, it worked out quite nicely for chaos. Realistically, what they should have done is split into two forces and hit both my flanks at the same time. Tried to break one, which would have been a tricky manoeuvre for them to do and get away with doing and do well, for a very simple reason that I'd have probably, you know, but oh no, it's a tricky one because they'd have definitely done better that way. Oh, the Greenskins have confederated, so they now have Caracate Peaks. But no, they'd have definitely been better pressuring both sides because it was me getting around behind them which won it, even if it was a hard slog for me to get there, and that was my own silly fault because I got my troops bogged down by hitting the units. I'd never really managed to pull them out of that little battle. I should have disengaged my cav far earlier rather than getting them bogged down. But the chaos units are also very heavy units.
I hope your words are wise.
No. They're powerful, but I'm not particularly worried by them at the moment. They would burn themselves in a defensive. If I was in a defensive battle, I would burn through their troops. The issue is they don't break and they can build their armies again quite quickly. Yep, we will take a trade agreement with you. Now that you have a port again, because I believe I did, but they lost their port to Wulfric for a while. I'm going honest, I did not think that battle was going our way again. And one thing, guys, I am getting a new graphics card next weekend. So those battles where my FPS is really low are going to be much better soon. So do thank you for bearing with me while I've been waiting for that. I decided with new things coming out soon, especially Free Kingdoms next year, I needed to invest in that. Now that I'm a YouTube partner, yay! I thought I'd take a bit of time, you know, I'd invest in that, so, we'll see. So they've fallen back, so we're going to keep sieging here for the moment.
I will marshal the men. Yes, my lord.
I will marshal the men.
Okay, you can actually finally be got rid of.
So,
It would take him several turns to get down there.
let us move.
So,
I thought I'd kicked you.
What does the
This is a real issue we have, is actually, it's very hard for us to pressure to get across our empire because it is so stretched.
Destroy! Attack! Door!
Who calls?
Slay them!
Praise Sigma. Moving off.
You can keep exploring up there. I want to see how big this place's forces are. Fairly big. They are evil units, guys. Let's not tax that province, which actually brings it... I mean, it's not too bad, to be fair. Getting these guys up to support us as well. But they're already weakened from all that from depositing settlers, guys. We're going to double time through all of this because none of this is really of interest to me at this point. This is all about this final little war down here, which I do want to try and get finished. My matey, we can bring the lizard men into this. If we can bring the last defenders into this, that would be very helpful. I will make very good friends with the last defenders because they will protect that flank of us. They're a trustworthy faction if we can get them on our side. The Dowie up here, you know, this would be a good position, you know. We'd have the Dowie here in the mountains in the Badlands. They will have to push that way eventually, but as good, solid allies. Yeah, you can have a trade agreement. And then we just have a slow push over here, would basically be the rest of my campaign.
We may not be the Empire.
Oh, they're still alive. You can have a trade agreement. I do have the Dwarfs mod on the Cataph's Character on as well, which is probably why they're still alive. I'm quite impressed by that, considering that Wulfric is actually quite big up there. Does he have all of them confederated now? I'm not sure, but he's definitely quite powerful up there. No, what definitely saved... I say what saved me in that battle was the rivers. But at the same time, it did mean I couldn't really bring everything to bear as easily.
By the comet! Moving off! The Empire. I will marshal the band.
Carnage! Slaughter!
Do I really want to throw myself at this?
Kill!
I think. Oh, you have them all.
To battle!
Yeah, Wulfric is definitely powerful up there. But Carrick is still there.
Comet! Your orders?
You can just keep exploring, seeing what's where up here. Also, we do have some vampires as well.
The nation calls. Ready? It is for the best.
I'm going to sit here and watch for Skaven.
Sarmar Gorbok, Q.
Non-aggression pact. Military access straight away. Will they join my war? Oh, you're actually friendly with them. Silly lizards.
It is time. Praise Sigmar.
Death!
Just this one. Yeah, that's a better growth building. I know I've got spare income, guys, but right now I'm concentrating on this little conflict, and I realise I've said this is most likely my last episode, so I'm trying to do as much as I can in our limited remaining time. So want to make sure we get as much done as we can, because even if I do decide to pick, because I am enjoying this campaign, it's very different because you don't have the best units. I mean, those pikemen are very good, but
Greetings.
they're not compared to other things we've had in the past. Yeah, you can have a non-aggression pact. You are very, I do find we are very much, you know, we are slightly underplayed. We've got to do tactics differently. And actually that battle I had against the Chaos there was possibly wrong. I may have potentially done better in an open field. I thought it was good there, and it did definitely help me with the way I fought the battle. But what I may have been better is leaving an open field so I could have multiple fields of fire on them, cause them to be engaged, pull them into me, engage them, then get onto their flanks with all of my range to shoot them and charge into their rear.
Who calls? On march! The Empire!
No,
Yes, my
oh, let's charge forwards.
What does the Emperor bid?
We have to take it. We have to risk this now. Though we might do a little bit of unit swapping first.
Yes, a sound plan.
Get my strongest units into this army.
Take up the pace. Now, raise Sigma.
Attack! Destroy!
Let's do a little bit more
Let us
swapping if you'll
move.
let us.
Move! On march!
Go back
By
to some
Sigma's
camp
right.
stance to replenish. Let's do this. We've got enough troops to win this, but battering the Chaos troops is gonna be hard. We're gonna take the walls, which means some of these things we're not gonna have to worry about as much. My organ gun will go to work on their walls, actually, to knock some holes in their walls. What we'll do is we'll deploy this army away from the other army with the towers, then we'll deploy the organ gun where the other army is going to come in. I'll leave some cav to cover it, and that's going to start making holes in the walls so that we can actually push through those walls, you know, by the time the rest of us get there. So actually that works quite nicely. So the organ gun is going to go here.
Ready to serve!
With a cavalry escort. I'm happy with what's on them. You guys can form a secondary rank here. We're actually in a dwarf hold here. You can just start blasting holes through that wall there. May have been better with them there to support, but this will work nicely.
Ready to engage! On way! Ready to engage! The Empire ensures! Go! Engage! Ready to engage! Formation march! Take the ground!
I was about to say, how have we done so little damage? Oh, you guys stay on there. Oops.
Spearman! Send this out!
Come on, let's get that hole.
Sigma calls. No lingering. Spearmen! No lingering. We are Sigma's heirs. Quick march. Take them on. Ready. Take the ground. For WARHAMMER! Charge! The portent sight chaos!
Come on. Get your butt in there. Where's Gashnag? You can get your butt up on that wall as well.
Sigma commands!
They can keep supporting. You guys can now charge through here. I'm just going to withdraw you. Group you and withdraw you. These guys are going to charge through en masse. Straight into here. Actually, no. Straight along up here. Let's get that pressure on there. You guys who aren't engaged, get yourselves engaged now.
Prepare for combat! By Ulrich's wrath!
Again, you guys can push into here to help. Ooh. No, you guys are going to push straight down. They're good, strong units. We're battering them up here.
Detachments move! Get them! I command here! It will be done!
Drop down there. Charge that, please.
Cavalry
Nice. My cav has had a good, solid charge there.
Sigma commands! Now!
These chosen really will fight and fight and fight. I mean, he's one left on his own. Oh no, there's a couple in there. Oh, I think he fell over. Straight down into them. And they will probably eviscerate some of my horses as they charge. Chosen with great weapons are. Oh, I say that, we knocked a few heads off there. And my Amazons charging in from the side. But they're still fighting. They ain't coming down though.
By Ulrich's
You guys can actually all come finish that. Hit them. Broken that unit of chosen, and now it's just that this final little charge.
for the WARHAMMER! Spearmen!
Let's go.
Battle!
They look cool.
WARHAMMER! Let's have ya!
Oh, I'm not sure I'm going to do well out of this engagement. I said some of them have gone down already, but some of mine have too. Actually, my guys aren't doing badly there. That's because there's hardly any of them left, to be fair, but... they kind of just walked in.
Our weapons are yours!
These guys are going to charge in. This unit's still in quite good discipline. Pushing in behind.
Wasted here!
Failing to kill this guy.
Stinky blood flows! Sigma! Preservers!
And it's over, guys. Oh, he says.
Spearmen!
that chariot to all that's left. Now it's over. It's Gore Beast chariot. Let's just take a look at that. That is quite scary. I thought it was like a gore herd type thing, which beastmen use, but it really isn't. What is that? I mean, they're obviously human, or humanish. Anyway, we've won. Decisive victory. I don't think we lost any units there. So we now need to replenish, get our forces in order for the last push, guys. Where we're going to take their final settlement, at which point Vashnar's conquest will be done. And this little force, definitely a force for chaos down here, will be dealt with. No, I'm quite happy with that battle. I mean, it wasn't the easiest battle. They didn't have much left, to be fair, so we could just overwhelm them with numbers. And I did rejig my forces, but I needed to rejig my forces, because if I hadn't done that bit of rejigging there, I'd have taken a lot more losses than I did. Some of my units did very nicely. You know, good 10 kills, considering they had very few units there, guys. Let's push out the extra replenishment for a turn.
I will marshal the men.
I think I've got all the things I really wanted there.
To battle! Onwards! Move!
Good bit of war going on down there.
Now?
I have many excellent torches.
That's what confuses me, is they still wouldn't accept peace. Again, I don't really care what's going on in the world now. It's all about down here. The Southlands are built up quite nicely now. And even with just the Southlands, I could potentially hold. Because I make far more money in this little bit of territory from trade than here. Because all this isn't really built up in the slightest. So almost all my income is coming from here. So all of this is basically expansionist territory from pushing. As I said, I'll make a little bit off it, but nothing compared to up here. I mean, especially considering the buffs I'm getting from around here. I mean, here buffs every... Telia buffs all the provinces around it massively as well.
We may not be the Empire.
Yeah, you can have a non-aggression pact. Not that it really matters now. And they've attacked! We were expecting that. That's why I've got an army sitting there ready to advance on them.
To the provinces.
3 organ guns, guys. And I'll make short work of their walls.
Attack!
And actually that was a ridiculously easy auto. Oh, I actually occupied it. I wasn't actually planning on occupying any of that territory, but never mind. Let's have a look down here.
Who calls? To strengthen the Empire. By Sigma's right.
We are going to end this one here, guys. Now, I will try and get another session in. It's whether or not I have time, guys, because I've got all my other recording to do. It will be a short one just to finish these guys off, to finish the campaign. So we'll try and get that in if we can. But I'm not promising anything, guys. Thank you very much. I do hope you have enjoyed this campaign if I don't manage that. As mentioned, I may come back to this later on if it's still working, but I suspect it's going to get broken or already be broken by the time you probably watch this. So thank you, buy the new DLC. And even once they fix it, make it work, maybe and I'd have to restart. And I may do another one as one of the other nations, but not just now. We've got a few other things on the cards. As always, thank you very much for your time, guys, and I really do hope you've enjoyed this campaign. And if I do get this other little thing in, I'll tell you all this again. So thank you, guys.